which is kinda sad. And I'm going to wait until I can actually afford the armor, which would help me defend against Tryndamere, because Tryndamere is building up, well, some attack damage. And to me, one of the things that annoys me a little bit now that I've played a lot is that you cannot actually deny people from leveling up. You can deny them a lot of gold, you can deny them some experience, but the experience range really is too much. There's no real way to keep people consistently out of range, and because the leveling stops at 18, yeah, the usefulness of denying experience is really low, and even denying gold, because you can deny a lot of gold to one player, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference, especially with these overpowered characters like Tryndamere is in low level games. I mean, in high level games he's worth nothing. Nobody plays him because he's just useless. But in these low level games where people don't actually know how to deal with him, if you cannot deny any gold to him, yeah, there's no way you can do anything about him. Yeah, this Singe being really funny and trying to toss me, the mega tank, into their own team, doing nothing. The Misfortune, on the other hand, isn't really funny because she does a lot of damage. And we see bottom Tryndamere pushing the lane, while all 5 of ours were top lane and cannot really do anything because they only have one tank, and that's me. And instead of going after him, this Carthage just stays in lane. I mean, it was obvious that it was going for golems. And now he's gone. We see some people flashing up in the forest, and he's back in. So at least we get him to use his ultimate. And I decide, well, let's just clean up this mess and be done with it, because you shouldn't chase people when they're, well, when they're all in the forest like that, because you cannot see them and they can see you. So we're just trying to keep our lane safe, because all of our turrets are being pushed. I don't exactly know why, because it's 13 and 4 and we should have all the control in the world, but I'm not sure how the farming went on the other lanes. So it might have been a problem with the farming, so they didn't kill enough minions, they didn't get enough gold. And here you can see the brand has 35 kills with me having 75. And that might be one of the problems. Of course, I like to farm. I like to kill as many minions as I can. So I'm keeping an eye on the minimap here to see whether people are coming for me. But unfortunately, the minimap doesn't show everything, and there's too many people missing to stay in here. There's someone going to show up. Exactly, Gale is. But Gale is not really scary. And but there's probably someone with him. But Tryndamere is really the only one I'm worried about, and he's top lane. So 3 people in the forest, and I do get my mana shield eventually. I think I didn't have it before, but I do need some more health. at some point. Because they are going to be able to burst down the last 20% or something in one go, meaning that the mana shield doesn't trigger. Because if you die from, let's say, 21% to 0 in one shot, then it doesn't trigger. So that wouldn't be good. And this Karthus has worse farming than I do, even though he was mid lane and I was top lane. So I actually had someone to share the farm with. And I didn't have a mana shield when I went into that fight. Fortunately it popped right in time, so I could actually get that back. That's not too bad. I still have 450 life or something left when the shield triggers, so there's nobody going to do that much damage to me in one shot. Especially if I get a Negatron cloak, which is going to be, I think, my next item. So as you can see, I don't have my mana shield here. And now it's popping at exactly the wrong moment, because I'm already safe. And now I have to wait until it's ready again to go into a fight. Yeah, I don't know what this guy was doing, but as you can see, we can kill all of them except Singed in no time, so just one burst. But for some reason, there's no way for us to get anywhere near their towers. And I don't really understand why, because it's 14:05. We should be able to push pretty hard. But I guess it's due to the fact that we don't push as a group. It's just me with one person normally. I mean, here, now everybody runs away, so I can do nothing except run away myself. And the enemy just keeps pushing whatever lane they want. So Tryndamere was here, but I couldn't really handle him myself. I need someone to deal the damage. So now we're going to hunt for him, now that I've Brand on my tail. He apparently went mid, because that's where he was, where he is. I'm waiting for Brand, because he's not really fast. He probably still has boots 1 or something. And we do find someone here. So Singed comes in, and Singed is really, well, as I said, the one person we cannot kill. Even though he's going AP, but he has all health items, and none of the people here have anything real. So on my team, I think that was one of the problems too. Nobody has magic penetration or anything like that. They all are going for just AP. So Singe dies pretty quickly if you just throw something real at him, some real damage, because he doesn't have any any armor, any magic resist, and without armor or magic resist, yeah, he cannot do a lot. Well, I used my mana shield. I'm low health, so I have to go back here. And unfortunately I get killed by someone from behind. And that's not really cool. And I don't even get a kill, even though she killed 3 of us. Singed almost died, and yeah, I probably should have ran back, but yeah, there's no real reason to in a normal game. So once you have a really fed jungler or something like that, yeah, sure, he's going to come up from behind every now and then. But in this case, I really didn't expect it, and I don't think I should have suspected it. So I don't know what this misfortune was doing, but yeah, that's cool. I'll just kill her.